All right. See if there's any questions online. And can you put the shield up? The water.
Sound is too loud.
All right, we're gonna start off with abortion today, right? Y'all know this the law class. Of course, we know abortion is unlawful, but for everybody that's new, that's tuning in, we're gonna touch bases with it. The abortion. Of course, y'all know this past week they overturned it or whatnot. So what is it? It depends on the state that allows you to get the abortion.
Right.
Plan Bs are at an all-time high. People about to be selling Plan Bs like it's Percocets and everything. And they already, what, $30, $40 a pill or something?
Wow, sir.
They 50 a pill?
They said that the price is going to go up, especially in certain states. So it might be probably at least like $60, $65, $70 for a box.
I mean, that sounds good, but how many people is willing to keep paying that much every time they have sex, right? Everybody don't got $50, especially at the rate that they having sex today. Like the rate that people is having sex today, they don't have, some sisters don't have $50 each time, they had sex. That's probably, they probably spending $200-$300 a week, on them Plan Bs at the rate. Same thing for the fellas. Fellas is gonna be spending, that much, $200-$300 a week just to get Plan Bs, right? But watch the rate on child support go up. The issue with people is getting rid of abortions is not going to change the rate people have sex. They're still going to have sex at the same rate.
Right.
It ain't going to change the fact that they're going to make people wear condoms, or people going to want to wear condoms. They're going to have sex at the same rate, right? And child support is going to go up, because what's going to happen is these sisters are going to get pregnant, and they're not going to ain't going to have money for Plan B. The person that sleep with them ain't going to want to give them money for Plan B. She going to pop up pregnant. The dude ain't going to want to take care of the baby because this was a hoe or something. Next thing you know, he on child support. She putting him on child support. Some women is just going to just live with the fact that they just going to have a lot of kids and put the daddies on child support, because they're not going to stop going out to the clubs, having sex. Before a woman could go out to the club, have sex. A woman can have a dude go out to the club and have sex, and she could just get an abortion. Now she got to keep it. So if the new dude, let's say if the guy she with now, she got kids by, he decided to leave her because she went to the club, found somebody, he found out she had sex with another dude, and she ended up pregnant. Now the dude that she break up with going on child support, and the new dude that she end up with, or the new dude who baby she having, he's going to end up on child support. It's just going to be a mess, which means the murder rate might go up, because a lot of these dudes just going to start killing these women. They're going to start throwing them down steps. They're going to start doing a lot of crazy things. And they might really revisit this and be like, you know what? It's too much of a problem and too risky. So they're going to start allowing states to have abortion now. They're going to protest enough to where as though some states going to be like, you know what? Y'all right. We got to bring back the abortion. It's too much to handle. Go ahead, Nakar.
If I could, on your topic, I got the statistics on abortions. Whenever you're ready.
You can read it.
Okay.
Is this the one that got the pregnancy by rape or something like that?
Come.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So the website. Let's see if I can put it in the comment section.
And if anybody got any questions, type them in.
Check it out. So this website that Captain Cesaro got and other brothers recommend is called abort73.com.
Mm-hmm.
Abortion facts, U.S. abortion statistics. So it says, why do abortions occur? In 2004, Gut Mancher Institute anonymously surveyed.
Oh, we got the microphone?
Come on, sir.
Yeah, set it up and just read it, just so, the people online can hear you better.
Check. All right.
Here we go.
So again, we are at. I put it the website in the comment section below. All right. So you can copy and paste that to look at it on your own time after the class. All right. This is abort73.com /abortion_facts/US_abortion/statistics. Okay. So in 2004, Gut Nature Institute anonymously surveyed 1,209 post-abortive women from 9 different abortion clinics across the country. Of the women surveyed, 957 provided a main reason for having an abortion. This table lists each reason and the percentage of respondents who chose it. All right.
So each woman that came in there to get an abortion, they did a study for these women to provide a reason why they're getting an abortion. And as the women come through to get abortions, they had categories on why women are getting abortions. So they marked it down.
Right.
And put percentages of how many women come in and get an abortion. So right here we got it up on the screen. Do you know how to screen share it?
I believe I do. I think I might just learn something today. 1 second. Oh, okay. I did it. All right, good. Okay. So
there we go.
Yeah. Everybody can see it. Old time Christ. It's my first time ever doing it. All right. So, boom. Okay. So you see the chart here. It's from 2004. All right. 0.5% of women that.
No, I was gonna say so less than 1% women was getting an abortion because of rape.
Come on.
0.5%.
Okay. Keep going.
Hold on. Now, before we move on, 0.5%.
Right.
Is it lawful for a rape victim to get an abortion? Yeah, anybody in the comment section, y'all could comment, answer, just type it in. Is it lawful for a woman that get raped and get pregnant, even though it's 0.5%? Let's say if a woman get raped and she get pregnant from being raped. Is it lawful for her to abort the baby? Just think about it. Something horrible happens, and because something horrible happened to you, are you allowed to get an abortion from it?
So, like, yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Royal Reign said no.
Right, it's not lawful. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
Yeah, it's not lawful. Abortion. We're going to get into it, right? There are certain instances that could take place where you could abort the baby. right? Being raped is not one of them. You have other options, like get a baby up for adoption. Like I personally know someone that was raped and got pregnant off of it and gave the baby up for adoption. They didn't get an abortion. Just because you got raped, even though that's a very horrible thing to go through, you still can't abort the baby, right? Abortion is unlawful.
Right.
There are certain instincts where they have different names for it, where certain things could take place where you can get rid of the baby. And I'll go into those different things, but rape does not give you a pass to abort a baby. Muslims and Christians and all them believe stuff like that.
Right.
You know, they believe a Muslim believe you can't eat pork, but if you stranded on an island and the only thing that's available to eat is pork, and if you don't eat it, you die, they believe you can eat it. Then what happened if somebody in a house starving with no food and they ain't gonna, their next meal, the next money, the next time they have money to buy a meal is in 2 days. And in their mind, I might not eat for the next 2 days. I could possibly die, but there is some pork in their fridge. You still can't eat it.
Right.
Scriptures say it is better to not know the holy laws of God than to know his holy commandments and turn away from him.
Right.
God laws is God laws. There's no way around it. There's no compromising. There's no other routes. There's nothing else you can do. His law is his law.
Right.
Plain and simple. So you get pregnant off of being raped, the Lord wanted you to have. The Lord is the reason you got pregnant. That's plain and simple. But go on to the next one.
Right. So 3% fetal health problems, 4% physical health problems, another 4% would interfere with
3% is fetal health problems, right?
Right.
So meaning sometimes women are pregnant and the baby have health problems where it might not even be wise to even have this baby. Because when I say health problem, I mean this baby could probably be stillborn when it come out. It's so messed up. They ran tests, the baby, there's a good chance the baby might not even survive.
Right.
Or whatnot, right? So fetal health problems, the baby have all these health problems, right? Or you find out your child had Down syndrome, your child might be paraplegic or something. People find out that the baby have so many health problems that they decide to get an abortion because they don't want to take care of knowing having this baby means I'm gonna have to take care of this baby for the rest of its life.
Right.
Like even when this child grows up and be 30, I'm gonna still have to take care of it. Is it lawful to get an abortion? See, somebody type that on the line. The fetal having health problems, is it lawful to get an abortion? Baby might be born with Down syndrome. The baby might be born with cerebral palsy, sickle cell. It might be mentally. It might be diagnosed with mentally retardation, paraplegic. It might just be something. Is it then lawful to get an abortion? It's not lawful.
Right. She said the baby will die, yes. If it's born with a condition that's inconveniences you, no.
Right. There are some instincts where that's correct, where having this baby is going to die. And you might just terminate it now because if it's going to die anyway, what's the use? But having it makes you feel like it's going to be hard on your life, no. You just gonna have to take care of that kid until that kid gonna be 80, and you still gonna be feeding it, and pushing it around, and doing everything. That's still no reason to get an abortion. Let's go over to the next.
Okay. All right. Physical health problems.
Physical health problem. What is physical health problems? Now, there is some instincts, but it's a different name for it. Where you have, like, for instance, my aunt, she passed away in like 2004. I actually have two aunts who passed away from the same thing around the same time. They had physical health problems, and the doctor let them know having this child is 50-50, meaning as this baby is being born, one of you will die. You might die, or the baby might die. But if there's a slight window that we can that happen, because there is a good chance that the baby can be born and the baby will live and you will live. But let's say if we end up where one of your lives is at risk, whose life would you want to save? Saying save my life and let the baby die is not a sin. That's not an abortion anyway. It's not a sin. My aunt said save her life. Unfortunately, the hospital decided to save the baby life, which went against what my aunt said. So my little cousin lives. She's alive today. My aunt died. Both of them, actually. Both had girls. The girls live today. The parents died, but the parents both said, if it comes down to it, save my life. Everybody, my grandparents said save the mom life. The husband said save the mom life. For some odd reason, the dumbass hospital decided to not listen and whatnot. Now that's different than an abortion. Meaning, I'm gonna try to have this baby, but if it causes complications and one of us got to go, the baby has to go. It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not even an abortion. Stuff like that happen. Or some people have bad physical health problems where the doctor will tell you, listen, having this baby will kill you. I don't think you should even risk having this baby. You will die. Some people have physical health problems, and if the doctor said there's a chance, like, oh, you can have a baby, I mean, it should be pretty normal. That's fine. But if the doctor say, hey, look, due to your conditions, having this baby the baby is just going to die, then you can go ahead and terminate it. That's not considered an abortion. A lot of people don't know what an abortion means, which they just assume getting rid of a baby under any of these terms just mean it's an abortion, but that's not it. So physical health problems under certain conditions, you could talk it over and find out if this is called for you to actually get rid of the baby. But go ahead in the car.
So like I said, if I could, you only at the third.
Mm-hmm.
They like to say, well, you don't have a vagina, you're not a woman. But here you go, you being logical and being grounded and understanding each part of this chart. But see, normal people in the world, we already went past the rape percentage. Now, mind you, this is back in 2004. This chart been taken back 2004. There's another chart going down from 2 years ago.
Oh, we're gonna get into that next.
Yeah, the next chart. So it's like compare and contrast from these little charts, but we see the rate, and here you go coming with the knowledge of God. What's so heavy
you showing them like, yo, you know, I understand this is going on in your life, and this is how you should go about it. This is why they, you know, women should be coming to the priest of the Lord to get the real answer, not just going by what they think they need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because all I'm doing is taking the law of God and I'm just applying it to the chart, and that's what makes sense. Like there are some instincts where you can terminate a pregnancy, but it's not abortion. Abortion is getting like these next statistics we about to read. This is abortion. Like the reason people are getting abortions after this physical health, everything on down is an abortion. That's all. Like there are certain instincts where you could terminate a pregnancy. But terminating a pregnancy for these next reasons is considered unlawful under any circumstances. I don't give a damn what the hell you say. There's no beating around the bush. There's nothing, which is why you got to watch what type of woman you pick. That's first and foremost. You got to watch what type of woman you sleep with. You know, because a lot of brothers and sisters get caught up with in the moment. The person physically, you like something about the person physically, but inwardly, the person is not right. Like inwardly, could you throw the cat in the basement to on the car? And so, inwardly, the person is a disgusting person. The person is a hoe. The person is a whore. The person is a whoremonger. But because you see something you physically like, you willing to look past it, and that's the issue. When you look at a brother because you're physically attracted to him, even though he's an asshole, even though he ain't shit. Excuse my language. Even though the brother is the worst human being possible, because he's cute to you, you willing to look past all the bad about him and decide to deal with him. And then when you have a baby by him and he's not there, you bash him in on the internet when you knew he was like this in the beginning. Or he showed you red flags, you just decided to ignore him. Same thing with these brothers. Might look at a sister because you find her attractive. She pretty. She might got a good job or something, or she might got a nice body. But she got a husband already. She's just not claiming him. Or she got her previous baby fathers on child support for no reason because she bitter. She's just the evil all across the board, right? You can't tell her nothing. She's an independent, strong woman that don't need a man. You're just a bonus in her life. She say all this, you know. She ain't in relationships, but she's sleeping with people. OnlyFans. There's so many things, and you decide to overlook that, and then you on child support. Or then she decide to contact your wife or your mom, your sister. She decided to do all these evil things when you could have just, you know, looked past that. It's lust, that's all. Go ahead, read the next thing.
Okay. The next 4% would be would interfere with education or career.
Speak it to the mic.
The next slide would be would interfere, the 4% would interfere with education or career.
If that's your reason for getting an abortion, that's unlawful. You cannot abort your baby because it would interfere with your education or your career. That's not a good enough reason. You black in America. Your career is not guaranteed. Your career is not safe. You aborting your baby for your career or your education, that's not a good enough reason. That's a sin. Read the next one.
The next slide
would be 7. The next law would be 7%, and it says not mature enough to raise a child.
That's a sin. You ain't mature enough. You was mature enough to have sex, but not mature enough to take what comes with it.
Right.
Like people like that is the type of people who think like that is the type of people that commit a crime and snitch on everybody.
Right.
Like you down to rob the bank, but you're not down to go to jail. And that's what people don't know.
Right.
And because of the temporary happiness you get from doing this and the temporary benefits, you rob the bank.
Right.
But guess what happened when the consequences come? You tell on everybody.
Yeah,
You have sex because it's temporary pleasure. You like the pleasure and all that. Yeah, he doing whatever you want. You like, getting choked up and slapped around and all that, and he picking you up, slamming you. He jump, that bedroom looked like a Jamaican town, a Jamaican dance hall. Pick you up. Yeah, he jumping off of windows, hanging from the ceiling fan. All that you like, but you're not ready for the baby. So guess what? I'm not mature. So you wasn't mature enough you are mature enough to have sex, but not mature enough to raise a child. Guess what? If you're not mature enough to raise a child, you're not mature enough to have sex. So just don't have sex until you're mature enough to raise a child. Why? Because children are made from sex.
Right.
You like the temporary benefits, but you don't like what comes afterwards, which is children. That's the consequences of having sex. Not saying that children are consequences, but that's, one thing that comes from having sex are children. That's the only thing that comes from having sex are children. And what comes from committing crimes? Jail. So if you ain't ready to do the time, do not commit the goddamn crime. And if you ain't ready to raise that child, keep your goddamn legs closed. And real quick, if some of y'all, throwing all this away and having kids over 2 minutes of sex. 2. Y'all doing all this over 2 minutes. That nigga got you pregnant off of 3 pumps. You wasn't prepared to get pregnant off of them 3 pumps. Keep your goddamn legs closed. You think he about to come in there and tear it up. Now you pregnant off of 3 pumps. You hate them. You can't stand them. Listen, that's what you get. You met him at the club. Off of 3 pumps, the nigga then got you pregnant. And you mad because he was so Prince Charming, and then you gave him something too fast. Matter of fact, a pump and a half, and he was down for the count, and you pregnant, and now you mad. Well, guess what? Some people have good days, some people have bad days. You caught this homie on his bad day. But guess what comes from that child? A child. But go ahead in the car.
So they actually started putting an age for the abortions. So according to the I do have to be correct. This is 2019 reported abortions by age of mothers. So it was less than 1%.
Hold on, let's go to this next. Let's finish up the next joint. Yeah. Let's go to this next. Let's finish up the next joint.
All right. So if I could, right? So as you see,
let's go to this next and then go to the other.
Yeah, that's why I said compare. You can see this is 2004. This is the records of 2004 percentages. And the one below it is 2019 percentages.
Okay. So let's go to the 8%.
Okay, the 8% don't want to be a single mother.
Meaning what?
They was pretty much dealing with a brother, whoever, that wasn't taking them serious, wasn't a good guy. Let's just say that. He wasn't a good guy. They was a coward. And, they knew that the brother was like, listen, you want to take this $300, $400, how much, I don't know. You want to take this money and you're going to go get this abortion, you know what I mean? Or the other way around. They're like, look, I ain't having having your baby. You know, that's how it go.
Yeah, and also they had a baby by someone, and during the pregnancy, the woman and the father broke up. He decided not to be with her. She feel like he ain't gonna be there. She don't want to be a single mother. She want to abort the baby, or she had sex with someone and don't know anything about him, knowing he ain't gonna be there. She can't. She don't even know how to contact the nigga, know any information about him. So what happened? She abort the baby. She don't got it. Both of them broke. Can't take care of a baby. She don't want to be a single mother, so she want to abort the baby. You know, was in the club one night. Nigga bought all types of drinks. He was a big baller in there. He took her to the car, knocked her off. She got pregnant by it. You know, a few weeks later, she found out she pregnant. She don't know this nigga by a can of paint. Don't know what type of dad he is. She want to get rid of the baby. She don't want to be a single mother. That don't want to be a single mother. There's 8% because that 8% of don't want to be a single mother. There's so many things that fall under that category. But go ahead in the car.
If I could, right? What you said is heavy. I thought about the time period. Like, this is 2004, so this is around the time like cell phones really started coming out and social media wasn't really out like that. So like, you know, for sure, a brother can hit a run. You know, the whole saying like, man, I probably got some kids out here somewhere because back then it was like, yo, they can't get in touch with your cell phone or your house phone. Ain't nowhere else they can get it. Damn, where we live at. You know what I mean? So for sure, like I ain't think that one. That's everything.
Right. That's a fact. Read on.
Okay.
And if y'all got any questions, type them in.
We get to more heavier percentages. All right. So at 19%, done having children.
Because you done having children, you get obviously you not done having children. You know when you done having children, when you can't have children no more.
Right.
You deciding you're done, get your tubes tied or something. Get on birth control. But if you're not on none of that and you say you're done having children, you're not done having children. Because you're going to get pregnant. Because you're having sex. That's unlawful to get an abortion because you're done having children. No, you're not. There's so many procedures that you can take to make sure you don't get pregnant. Let's read on. Let's go to the next one.
And 23% can't afford a baby.
Unlawful.
Right.
You can't get an abortion because you can't afford a baby. I mean, what is cheaper, condoms or taking care of a baby?
Condoms and some birth control.
Condoms and birth control is way cheaper. Damn near, you can get on birth control for free if you got the right insurance.
Right.
That's way cheaper than taking care of a baby. You don't take these procedures. You know, you can't afford a baby. I'm pretty sure you can afford a condom. If you can't afford a condom, you shouldn't be out here having sex. Plain and simple. Eliza?
Why some brothers say in the world it's just cheaper to keep it?
I mean, okay, that's meaning this. It's cheaper to keep her because not being with her, she gonna have you on child support and take half of everything.
Right.
Versus being with her, she's not taking half of everything. You just giving her what she need. Child support don't pay a woman what she need. To give a woman what she wants. So it's cheaper to keep her. I'd rather keep you and give you, you know, pay for the child, which is not that expensive, versus pay for the child, which is not that expensive, get you what you want, versus we not together. Now the child is expensive. Why? Because the child got to get top-notch everything. on top of your seafood addiction you probably got that's going to come out of the child support money, on top of your hair and nails done. Stuff you wouldn't have done if we was together, you're going to do now that we're not together because it's extra income. You're going to walk into that courtroom and ask the judge to put you on child support. The judge is going to take a numerous, goddamn, ridiculous, unfair amount of money out your paycheck that she knows she don't need. She knows she don't need it. But she's going to accept it because really she know it'll probably take like, you know, 100. And when I say like 100 a week, right? Probably not even 100 a week. People had baby showers and everything. You damn near get everything you need for like the first month for your child if you have a baby shower and all that. You got a supporting family, you get everything. You just got to buy stuff here and there, Pampers, wipes, stuff like that, because the child do grow fast enough, right? But you pretty much got everything you need. So you spending money on a baby, if you're not breastfeeding, formula, stuff like that, it's me having kids. I never felt like it was that expensive to take care of a kid. I got them what they needed. Like, that's all that matters. You get your child what they need and not what you want. Like, every now and then I might see a pair of Jordans or something like that. Like, I remember one time, man, I went out and bought my son. I bought Yaya. I bought him some foams. I bought him some Jordans, and then I let him pick his third pair of sneakers out. And it was like he picked some Ken Griffin sneakers or something like that. I bought him 3 pairs of sneakers. Those 3 pairs of sneakers came up to probably like $250, $300 around that mark. And all 3 of them was dogged in like 3 weeks. All 3 pairs of sneakers was dogged. He just played football in them, didn't give a damn. And I was like, God damn, he killing his sneakers fast. And then I asked him, I said, I need to get you some new sneakers. All your new sneakers is done. What kind of sneakers you want? He was like, I want the sneakers with the hawk on them. I was like, no, man. He was like, I want some sneakers with the hawk on them. I was like, you know what? Here, kid, let me get him his sneakers. I went and bought him them hawk sneakers, and they lasted him about 6 months. And I was sitting there like, God, he took care of them sneakers. I walked in his room one day, was like, wait. Picked them up, was like, he was cleaning them every morning and everything. I'm like, hold up. These sneakers is $90 a pair, and they are bald. You can't even wear them. Here go your sneakers that I paid $15 for in tip-top condition. And I was like, you know what? Kids are not that expensive. It's really the parents. Because when he got to the age where it was like, yo, what you want? And I started letting him pick. Like, of course, I wouldn't let him get anything super ridiculous or nothing. But it was like, yo, what you want? And he started picking out what he wanted. It'd be like, we'd go to, like, I'll lie to you not, we'd go to, like, Foot Locker or something, or like a sneaker store. And he'd just be standing around. And he'd be like, I don't see nothing I like in here. And then I'd be like, so what do you want? He'd tell me the type of sneakers he want. And the sneakers wasn't that expensive. But imagine dealing with a woman who forcing the child to wear whatever sneakers she buy. That kid wants some goddamn light up shoes. That's all that kid give a damn about. He see that them other kids in his class with them light up sneaks, they running, showing it light up. They getting all the attention. The sneaks look cool. The latest movie that came out, Batman or something come out, this kid walk in with Batman sneaks, they see that. Here you in class with some Jordans on and nobody give a damn about it, but your mother. In order for you to get them Jordans, you got to come out to child support. But if we were together, he wouldn't have them goddamn Jordans. She would be cool with him getting whatever. It's cheaper to keep her. That's where that term comes from, you know. So you was gonna say something?
Yo, that's deep because my wife's son, he got a couple of sneakers. He don't really do them that bad. But he picked out these bands, and he looked like like a cheetah shark.
Yeah, he an animal.
And he was like yo, he loved those sneakers, and he made sure they, like you said, they take good care of them. I'm like, yo, they your favorite sneakers, and he's like,
Because it's the parent.
Right.
Like, I went to Walmart one day to get like underwear, socks, white beaters, stuff like that, swimming trunks. When I'm going out of town, I go to Walmart to get this stuff. Man, we went into Walmart and it was Cars. It was the car movie. They had some sneakers. And he cried. He was, I want these. And I was like, you're not getting them. And he cried until I said, man, go get the goddamn sneakers, man. And he loved them shoes. And that's when it's clicking like, okay, I can't be pushing my, what I like on him. I can't be pushing my designer stuff on him. He don't care about none of that. He gonna get them sneakers and they play. He gonna get them Jordans and they play sneakers. And he looking at these cars like, oh my God, wait till I go outside and show everybody on the block. They gonna circle around me. I'm gonna show them the sneaks and they gonna love me. And he cried. He was real young too. He cried to get them sneaks. And I bought him them sneaks too, and he loved them. Yeah, it really be the parents. Them kids don't know nothing about no goddamn designer or whatnot. But let's read on.
Coming in at 23%, can't afford a baby. We went past that. I think we did that already.
Unlawful.
25% not ready for a child.
Unlawful.
Right.
If you're not ready for a child, stop having unprotected sex. Can I get some more tonic water? My book is showing.
Coming in at 6% is other.
So the highest percentage was not ready for a child. A person that say they not ready for a child is a person who had a crazy night.
Right.
Had a crazy night, met a dude, thought it was just going to be this one night stand. It was going to be fun and game. And then a few weeks later, you throwing up in the morning, your nose getting fat, feet swelling up on you. You like, this ain't normal. You can't keep nothing down. Morning sickness. So you like, I ain't ready for this job. Okay, then use protection. Use protection, birth control, anything. Plan B, if you're not covering all that, if you get pregnant, you're asking for it.
Right.
You're asking for it. No excuse. But because we have the abortion option, it gives people leverage to make these mistakes of not covering all bases because they know they can get rid of the child. Now that they can't get rid of the child, let's see these statistics. These statistics are going to go up and go through the roof.
If I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
So as you see on the next slide, right? This if I could,
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the results is from Florida. And Florida, and this is sad because this is almost a homicide rate in the neighborhood and throughout the country, just in Florida alone, abortions. And if anybody know, Florida is a very, very, very busy state, definitely for tourists like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando. So with a lot of partying comes a lot of sexual activity, comes a lot of drugs, comes the babies. So 74,868 abortions occurred in the year of 2020 in Florida. So they took this on the stat sheet for a pretty good estimate for worldwide abortion statistics. So not even 1%.
I already don't even like the first one.
Yeah, the pregnancy resulted from an incestuous relationship. Okay.
Meaning what? Somebody type that in. I mean, this is self-explanatory. 0.1% pregnancy resulted from incestuous relationship, meaning what? Water.
Pregnant by a family member. Royal reign.
Incest. Is incest lawful?
Lie.
It isn't. Let's pull that in the script. Matter of fact, we ain't even got to pull it. That's self-explanatory. Everybody know that's wrong, man. I ain't about to. If I got to show you in the Bible that incest is wrong, you get the hell out. Log off right now.
Like even in the law, it tell you that you can't even. First off, a man can't even marry a sister, her other sister.
You can't even marry two sisters.
Yeah, facts.
Don't deal with two women that's sisters.
Right.
You marry this woman, her family is off limits. Her mom, her aunts, her cousins, her sisters, they are off limits. Let alone your own goddamn family. You can't even sleep with people that's not even your family because it's a sin. Leave people that is your family alone. Like I said, if I got to teach that incest is unlawful, I am not going to teach that incest is unlawful. I'm going to ask Nakar to just escort you out. Somebody come in here and say, wait, that's incest is lawful? Salakia in the car, would you mind showing this brother the door? Would you show this sister the door? Salakia, you gonna get the hell out of here. I am not doing that. Hey, somebody asked online, is incest lawful? How is that unlawful? Hey, block their ass. That's how we handle that. We not doing that here. If I gotta teach you that incest is unlawful, you don't belong here. You know? But incest is unlawful. But even getting pregnant through incest, still unlawful to get an abortion. You gotta keep the baby. Don't sleep with your family member. You won't be having a baby with 1 foot. With two legs and 1 foot, 2 legs that can join into one goddamn foot at the end. You wouldn't be having a mermaid baby. Like all them people over in India be having them kids with them tails, and they be midgets with they be midget with them club feet, and it be everything in the world is wrong with them. They born with a hand. And they got 3 fingers, and each finger is about this big. Yeah, that's incest. Chinese people, that's incest. Chinese people are naturally born through incest. That's why they naturally born with Down syndrome. That's why they got chinky eyes. Like they call them mongoloids. A functioning person that's disabled or with Down syndrome. Like, don't sleep with someone in your family knowing that you can get pregnant from this and have a baby that's, got a goddamn tail. Your child growing a tail or whatnot. Your child got 4 arms and they over there worshiping it. Goddamn baby come out with 1 eye, and the eye is this big across his face. And I don't know what happened. Yeah, because that child daddy is a that's an uncle grandpa baby right there. Yeah. That dad child is the uncle / grandpa / dad. That's why that baby looked like that. When you pushed it out in the hospital, the doctors went in the back and talked about you. They said, yeah, that baby belonged to her uncle right there. Well, that's her brother baby. Like, when you look at all them Indian videos, stuff like them kids that be having all type of crazy things happening to them over in like them foreign countries, that's because the parents are related. And I'm talking about immediate family. The parents are brother and sister, or mother and son, father and daughter, grandfather and granddaughter. Like, the parents are some way related. That's why that baby looked that crazy. That baby come out squirming, no arms, no legs. Look, that's incest. That's elephant. That baby grew up to be Elephant Man.
Oui.
Right there. It's a lot, yeah. They definitely gonna ban the hell out this class. A lot. Look. Look up another picture of kids with incest. Like these people in them foreign countries, these heathens have babies like this because they're related. They're related. They're strictly having sex with people that's in their family.
Oh, I got one.
You got a good one? Facebook and YouTube, don't ban me. I'm using this for teaching purposes only.
This is all props.
This is all props. Yeah, look. They all family. They goddamn blue. What's that movie where he pulled the dye in the swimming pool and they pushed the guy in it and he came out blue?
I remember it was Frankie Muniz.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz.
Yeah,
Google incest children. They definitely for sure incest. That's why the whole family come out like that.
Yeah, if I could.
You gotta kill him off. It's a lot.
If I could.
They Martians. It's a lot. Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, the backstory of the Kentucky people, these people is part of the incest. They were having sex with each other and something genetically messed them up.
Good.
Something genetically messed
Out here
them up.
looking
So
like Mystique.
everybody started coming out blue.
Mystique.
So they had to get like some antibiotics. It was some type of medicine that turned the skin back to normal, but
They X-Men.
yeah, they like Mystique.
Yeah, that's Mystique. They X-Men.
Oh, this guy right here look like Beast.
He looked like that's him for sure. He looked dead. That's zombie. That nigga is dead for sure.
Oh, somebody said Big Fat Liar. Yeah.
Big Fat Liar, that's what it is. When they asked, are the mother and father related? And he said no, that nigga was a big fat liar and the Lord cursed him with blue skin. That's where that came from. I seen that. That was a goddamn.
Good night.
Good picture. Yeah, hey. Yeah, they damn sure definitely, but look at them ears. They got pencil heads. They damn sure related. They parents damn sure was related. Look at them ears. Look like they can fly away with them goddamn ears. Uncle, son, married cousin. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Like, Esau, man, it's like this is why we tell our people like to come back to the truth, because here we go. We follow after every nation. We don't have our identity, so we follow after these other nations. This is how sick and diabolical they can be. Like they would have sex with, the whole house will be having sexual affairs. The daughter is out being a whore, having sex with the whole football team. She is part of the cheerleading squad, the whole football team. You know what I mean? The son, he's homosexual, sniff cocaine. You know what I'm saying? And pop pills and stuff like that. Like that's their lifestyle. That was never us. Even all through history, when you look at the Vikings and the Europeans and the Greeks and the Romans, it was always homosexuals, drug addicts, alcoholics, murderers, and for sure, they one that was committing murder. They was killing babies. They was murdering babies. And now in 2022, we believe that we should continue to follow after these other nations.
Right, facts. All right, let's just go back to the chart.
All right, sharing it right now. Back on.
You know what? Let me get some scriptures too. I ain't even did no. Let me see. Allah Isaac, can you give me Lamentations 2 and 11? Let me see. Let me make sure.
I got you. Try that. 2 seconds.
All right, bet. Let me see. No, not Lamentations 2 and 11.
Lamentations 4 and 3.
4 and 3, up.
Is it the New Testament or Old Testament?
Old Testament.
You want me to continue reading?
Yeah, continue. Yep.
Okay. The state of Florida records a reason for every abortion that occurs within its borders. Each year, in 2020, there were 74,868 abortions in Florida. This table lists each reason and percentage of abortions that occurred because of it. 0.01%, not even close to 1%. Pregnancy resulted from incest. All right. Next one, the most famous one, all right, is 0.15. So actually, the abortions from that was recorded in 2004. Okay. And you think about it nationwide, it will be less than 5%. If you just go by the estimate of just a major state like Florida.
Matter of fact, let's go to Isaiah 49 and 1 first. Now I'm listening. Yeah.
All right. So 91% was recorded women being raped. The 0.2%, the woman's life was endangered by the pregnancy.
Now that's she can get an abortion. Her life is in danger because of the pregnancy. She can get abortion, but is 0.15% women? No. 0.20% women whose life was in danger by pregnancy, so they had to get rid of it. That's totally understandable.
Right.
Go ahead.
0.98%. There was a serious fetal abnormality.
Unlawful. You're gonna get rid of the baby because it's something seriously wrong with it. But go ahead.
Come on. If I could, real quick, briefly, I remember the general breaking down what you just said. You supposed to have faith in the Lord. Definitely get more than one
Opinion on
get more than one more than one opinion. For sure, some women, need that, sometimes a woman might get a little, stressed out. And they like, dang, I gotta kill this baby, but us being priests of the Lord, we gotta tell you, go get another opinion. That doctor might not know completely what the hell he's talking about or what she's talking about.
Yeah, that's a fact. So go get a second opinion.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's read Isaiah 49 and 1 real quick.
I can get it right now. 1 second. This is the book of Isaiah.
You got it?
Lamentations.
All right, hold that. Yeah, hold Lamentations.
All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 1. Listen, O house, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb.
The Lord called, he like, yo, the Lord called me from the womb. Right? Like from the womb. And matter of fact, what's the scripture where it say, from the womb, the Lord have knew thee? I'm gonna get it. But, all right, let's finish up on this one first. Right? So from the womb, the Lord knew you. Right? The Lord know who's in that womb. So for you to get rid of it, the Lord knows who's in it. You're getting rid of a baby, and the Lord, that's children of Zion in that womb. And you getting rid of it for what? So you can finish school? Cool. You went to college for 4 years, you graduated, and now you work at Starbucks. In the process of you graduating, you aborted your baby to finish your career, and now you work at Starbucks. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, yeah, it was worth it. The Lord knew who was in that womb. Read.
Come on. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
The Lord knew you before he put you in that belly. Why? Because reincarnation is real. So as you was formed in the belly, the Lord knew exactly who was in that womb. So to get rid of that baby is what justice is it doing? You getting rid of the baby. The Lord knows who's in that womb. Meaning what? The Lord is not authorizing anyone to come on his earth that he don't know about. You're pregnant because the Lord authorized it. Who are you to stop something with the Lord authorized? And then you wonder why every year that goes by, the date that you had an abortion, it haunts you. You smell blood every year. You wonder why your body never reacts the same. You wonder why your body is doing certain things. Now your body confused. It was just pregnant. Now your body is operating based off of another human being being inside you. So just in a snap of a finger is within an hour the baby is gone. Your body still think you're pregnant. You wonder why your body never operate the same. Yeah, it's never going to operate the same. Every year that go by the anniversary of that abortion date, you're going to smell blood. Sisters have reported that's what happened. Every year, the date that they would have had their baby, they smell blood, or they regret it because they start to wonder, that child would have been 5 years old. I wonder what it would have been like. For the rest of their life, they're going to regret it, not knowing what they could have had. The Lord formed that child in the womb, meaning what? The Lord authorized that pregnancy to happen just for you to get rid of it. Read on.
Come. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
The Lord, before you even came out the womb, he sanctified you. He cleansed you.
Right.
Children are authorized from the Lord. Every children that is born. Who are you to stop that process and get rid of it? For a career. Because you ain't ready. Because you hate him. He ain't got no money. He lied about having money. And whatever the Lord brings to you, you're going to get. Oh, you just met him in a club. You ain't really know him like that. I ain't know he had a wife. Come on, man. They are not good reasons. And the Lord is going to punish you for that because under no circumstances, when you break the laws for your own selfish reasons, the Lord will pay you for it. Only thing that might save you is you coming into the truth and changing your life. Then the Lord might have mercy on you. But you getting pregnant with one of his chosen people and you deciding to get rid of it for your own personal reasons, whatever the Lord brings to you, you deserve. Is there any more on that?
Come, actually, couple things, time check, 8:36, and the next part actually, it kind of it hit home, if I could. All right. And And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
The Lord is, he knew that baby is a prophet before it even come out the womb.
Right.
It's not up to you to choose if that baby live or not. It's up to the Lord. And the Lord gives you reasons that's solid enough for you to not have the baby. There are some instincts where you not having the baby is totally fine, it's lawful. But there's instincts where not having a baby is unlawful. And the Lord break it down. If you don't fall under the category that makes it lawful and it's okay with terminating it because of the issues that come with it, everything outside of that is now a sin. And we know what the Lord do to sinners. Like the Lord said, it is better to not know the holy commandments of God than to know them and turn away from them. Once you hear a prophet or somebody tell you out of the Bible, hey, the Bible say you can't do this. The moment you go against it, regardless if you believe it or not, you're still going to get the consequences from it.
Right.
If I tell you the law say abortion is wrong, and I'll go into the law and show you abortion is wrong, I show you abortion is murder. Regardless if you don't believe in the Bible or not, once you have an abortion, you know it's wrong. Why? Because I showed you in the Bible where it was wrong. I told you it was wrong. I proved it.
Right.
So the consequences for a sinner that commits an abortion, you will suffer those consequences, whether you like it or not. Believe it or not, it ain't up to you to believe it or not. You still gonna suffer it. Salak, in the car, you had your hand up?
Come.
Go ahead.
So, like, as we like read in the scripture right here and breaking these abortions, like, I remember I was watching Command Jenny Hanna show Monday. He brought out the cat my mom said to him, like, you know, the prophets were gonna live. And now, you know, the Lord wants to bring to them prophets, to them wombs, and, you know, them brothers and them sisters gonna start coming into these schools. You know, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? You know, they find their way, you know what I mean, to the parents, or they gotta find their way through, you know, and for sure, like brothers and sisters, you know, hearing about this whole abortion and just how it raped the woman has, you know, our woman specifically has been, you know, it's like, they like, dang, you know, y'all would have had aborted Jesus with Moses.
Yeah, they would have. They would have. What you hold? Lamentation, right? All right. Let me see. In the car, give me Exodus 21 and verse 22. We're going to go into lamentation next. I want to bring this out to bring out a point.
That's 21.
22.
Come. You got the lamentation first. If you want to get the lamentation, we'll need to do this.
No, do the Exodus first. Yeah.
All right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 22. If men strive and hurt a woman with a child.
Meaning what? If men striving, and when they striving, they hurt a woman. What is men striving? What do that mean? The car?
You know, like arguing with her or something like that. Or he's
If men striving and hurt a woman. Nope.
Fighting?
Yeah, they fighting. They fighting, and there's a woman standing by. As they're striving, which is fighting, they happen to accidentally, or while they're fighting, they happen to hurt a woman who's pregnant, who's with child. With child means she's pregnant. So if two men are fighting, and this America go off of this law still to this day. If two men are fighting and they hurt a woman that's with child that's pregnant, read.
Come. So that her fruit depart from her.
Now her fruit depart from her, meaning because of the fight that they had, they end up hurting her, and now her child dies from it. Read.
And yet no mischief follow.
What does it mean when it say no mischief follow?
Like you trying to finish the job.
Mm-mm.
Like they stopped the fighting.
Nope.
The baby done?
Nope. They hurt the woman, and the child dies from them striving together.
Right.
They investigate and they realize no mischief followed.
Like after the fight, and they saw the woman get hurt, and when they stopped.
Nope. They didn't stop. It was no mischief that followed. Maybe you gotta look up the definition of mistress. Mischief. If anybody online know the definition, you can type it in.
Mischief. A specific injury or damage attributed to a particular agent.
Mm-hmm.
A cause or source of harm, evil, or irritation.
Mm-hmm.
Irritation, like. Action that annoys or rates the quality or state of being.
Meaning what? If they investigate and realize that this happened not based off of them intentionally doing it. They didn't intentionally do it.
Right.
They was fighting each other. She happened to be there. She got caught in the middle of it. The baby died because of it.
I know what I mean.
And they didn't mean to do it, though. But them fighting caused it. I shouldn't have been fighting in the first place. Even though this is the damage of y'all fighting, this is what happened. A person is shooting at you and you shooting back. And you're defending yourself. If you fire a bullet that missed the person that you're shooting at and hit an innocent bystander, and then you fire a bullet and kill the person that's shooting at you, you won't get charged for the person that's shooting at you. You will get charged for the person that you did hit, though. You're held accountable for every shot that you're fired that don't hit that person. That's why the sister in the apartment, the police were charged with every bullet they missed, and not every bullet that they actually killed her with. They was charged with the bullets that they missed, because technically they had every right to kill this person. But because of my inconvenience and what I did, I actually missed and harmed this person in the process. So guess what? I am not going to pay for what I did to this brother, because I was in the right. But I will pay for what I did to this sister. That's my fault for hitting an innocent bystander. I should have been more wise about it. That's just how the law goes. So you fighting, a woman get caught in the middle, and she pregnant, and then she lose the child. Guess what? You're not getting charged for what you striving with the brother if you was right, but you will get charged for making that woman lose her baby. And here's how. Read on.
He shall be surely punished according as the woman's husband.
Now the husband gets to say, okay, based off of the law. He didn't mean to do it, but I still lost my child. So I want this to happen to him. And the husband can pick a punishment. And based off of the punishment that the husband picked, they're going to follow it out. They give him 40 lashes. Hey, he got to pay me $200,000. Hey, let me shoot his ass in the knee or something. Hey, tie his hands behind his back and I'm going to whip his ass. Something, he got to get punished according to what the lady husband wants. Read on.
Come. As a woman's husband will, okay, so like according as a woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall say as the judges determine.
And now the judge is going to determine it and say, you know what? Yeah, that's called for, so that can happen. And I bring out this scripture to say what, right? I know a brother who's doing damn it. He's doing life in prison. He was speeding. He hit a woman who was pregnant, killed the woman, and killed the baby. They couldn't save the baby, killed the baby. He's charged with double homicide. What if that woman he killed wanted to get an abortion? It's her choice to get an abortion, right? So she could have gotten an abortion. I think the child was like 5 months or something, like 4 or 5 months in the woman's stomach. You still can get an abortion around that time, right? Especially in some states. What if she had an abortion set up? What if she had an appointment set up 2 weeks from now to get an abortion, but end up dying before the appointment? The state would still charge you with homicide for the child that's lost. If a woman is 2 months pregnant and you kill her and the baby die, you will be charged with double homicide. Even if nobody knew, but she really was going to get an abortion next month. So her going to get an abortion is not considered murder. Her at 3 months getting an abortion is not considered murder. But a person killing the baby at 2 months on accident is considered murder. Make it make sense. Abortion is wrong. Even the Lord say, look, if you harm a lady that's pregnant, you still got to pay for it. Like, why can't the law be in America if they want to be right? Listen, the only way we charge somebody with double homicide is if the woman's 7 months pregnant. Is if she reached the term where abortion is too late. If a woman reached the term abortion is too late, we can charge him with homicide for the baby that they lost. But if the woman is still within that abortion range and he killed her and the baby died too, he only getting charged with just murder, because we don't know if she was going to eventually abort the baby. But no, they don't do it like that. They charge you with double homicide. Why? She has the power to abort this baby at will at any time, up until like what, 6 months, 7 months or something? She got the power to abort this baby up until 6 or 7 months. But if someone kills her and the baby, they get in charge with the life of the baby and the life of her. How does that make sense with a law like abortion running around? Because even America know that even her going to an abortion clinic and killing that baby is wrong. They just not going to tell her. They see in the Bible it's wrong, right? But they're not going to tell her. They know she was 2 months pregnant and he punched her in the stomach and the baby died. We're going to charge him with her losing her child, knowing that in 2 months she still could have aborted that baby. Abortion is wrong all across the board. That's why them abandon it. The only people that's mad about them abandoning abortions are the people who plan on having lots and lots and lots of sex but they don't plan on having a lot of kids.
Thanks.
So what happened? They have lots and lots and lots of sex, and now they know, they probably done already had 2-3 abortions by now. Now knowing that They got to keep it. And one thing about abortion too, it messes your body up. I know sisters that had 2 abortions, and because they had 2 abortions, they can't have no more kids, no more. They're what is it? Fetal or something, whatever they call it, fertile or something.
Sterile.
They sterile or something, yeah. Where now they didn't reach the number of getting abortions where they can't even have kids no more, or they had so many abortions before that when they finally do have a kid, they got to get a C-section or something like that because their body ain't functioning correct and they can't push the baby out right. Your body then thought you didn't have 3 kids already and you didn't. So now you finally going through with a pregnancy, they got to cut you the hell open. Not saying that that's the case for most of them because some sisters just got to have C-section. But it's so many complications that come with having an abortion. That's how you know it's wrong. But go ahead in the car.
Yeah, no, I definitely know a sister that every time, like, growing up, I told her that, like, she's like, I'm getting an abortion. She was right on this list, right here, not, saying, hell, when I'm talking, I'm like, listen, you might not want to get some abortions, man, they ain't good for you, all types of helpers. And she was like, well, I'm too young. And if you actually look at, they got the ages on these abortions, right? So what usually happens is, you can tell through this list the whole stage. One second. All right. So she was, she's a beautiful sister, right? And for sure, she was just getting pregnant, definitely by the wrong brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she needed one West brother, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But here it says 15-year-olds, not even close to 1% of them getting abortions. 15 to 19, so they start having sex in America, 8.5%. Now, here we go. This is the city girls living my best life, college, age, 20 to 24. She had accumulated at least 100 bodies, between this age range, and they get these abortions. And if you look at it was, let me see, just so I can be clear, if I could, for 2020 in Florida alone, 75% had no reason, and the highest, they was talking about all types of nonsense. Talking about they cared about their careers, and that's the stigma of today. Our sisters, definitely between the ages of 20 to what they said as high as, let me see right here, as high as the 34, from the age 20 to 34, these women is getting these jobs, they worrying about their money, they having sex with whoever, what I'm saying? And then these are the age range where the woman is accumulating a lot of bodies, for brothers out there. They accumulate on the bodies, they worrying about that paycheck, but see, when they hit that 35, 39 years old, that 40 range, they not trying to get the abortions. Why? Because now they want you, they looking for love now. And they looking at you, hey, I need you to be like this and all that. I need you to be traditional. You understand? Now, ask me about my bodies. I've been in court 200 bodies before I came to you. Had a bunch of abortions. I might not be able to have kids. I don't even have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what this range is. You know what I'm saying? And it's disgusting. Straight up and down. You can see everything that we teach about in this chart. It's bad. It's a lot.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that 25, 29 years is rough. That's 29.2.
Yeah, that's the highest. Yup.
So this is right before they come to you, brother. Right before they come to you, like, listen, I'm in love, man. They been holding it up.
Mm-hmm. Is there any questions online?
One second. Let me see. Live, so any questions?
Is there any questions in the room?
Good to go, sir.
All right, but I'll probably finish this topic and go into more next week. I didn't get into my other topics. But if no questions with that, I'm gonna pass the class off to precinct officer in the car. Let's give it up, give it up.